Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're looking at the DC Universe Classics Superman. This is the long-haired version. This is my favorite standard Superman figure that I have, I guess, of the DCUC or DCSH figures, so that's why I'm reviewing it. I don't think I ever did before, so I thought it probably warranted Wow, it warranted a review. That was hard to say, apparently. Alright, whatever. He's 6.5 inches tall, so that's standard for the DCUC figures. He has the standard middle-sized body. Nothing unique other than his boots are sculpted, and obviously his head and cape and his belt. So all of the musculature is standard, nothing really new there. Solid fist hands, nothing new there. You know, it's a DCUC figure, it's one of the basic ones, so I'm not going to complain about those things. I will complain that the paintwork on this guy is not great. And I just realized recently that none of the trunks are sculpted, at least for most of the figures. None of the trunks are sculpted, they just have those few wrinkles and then paintwork. So that's disappointing. I don't know why I never noticed that before. I would have much preferred those be sculpted. What are you going to do? So aside from those two things, it's a pretty good figure. The paint on the face, hit or miss. It's not bad, but it could be better. There's some nice blue shading in the hair, so that always makes the figure look good. There's some nice airbrush style shading throughout the blue parts on this guy. Gives him a little bit of a nicer look. I don't know, it might be throwing off the look on camera because the black shading is standing out too much, but in person it looks good because the blue's nice and dark. So we have it on the arms, on the sides, the stomach, the thighs, a little bit on the lower legs. Looks pretty good to me. The paintwork, again, for the reds, not great. Definitely could be better. We do have the S logo on his cape, so that's awesome. Looks like the application wasn't quite thick enough. You can see some red speckling through there, and it doesn't quite work on that seam, but it's not super noticeable. So it's not a great figure, but of the ones we have, I like this one the best, mostly just because I really like the look of the long-haired Superman. I don't know why, but I think it looks good. So I love that head sculpt. Cape is sculpted fairly well, fairly standard. It's not super soft, but it's not too stiff. As far as articulation goes, it's a ball peg, so we can look up and down. Not a whole lot, but enough. Definitely from side to side. You can lean the head a little bit, but not a whole lot. We have ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, give you a little bit less than 90 degrees. Wrist swivel. The ab crunch works just fine on this guy, so no problems there. We have a waist twist. Standard DCUC style hips, no problems posing him there. Thigh swivel, single jointed knee, give you 90 degrees. Ankle pivot, full range of motion, no problems. No ankle rocker. So very basic figure, but if you're looking for a DCUC style Superman, this is one that I'm gonna probably recommend. Unless you don't like the long hair. If you don't like the long hair, then get the regular Superman because it's basically the same figure otherwise. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.